1/3 that Cain and his children was worshiping. And anybody that chose Cain, God turned them over, and they no longer was a part of Adam and Eve's family. And they, by default, they devolved. It's called devolution. Devils. This is where you get the word devil from. The root word of devolution is devils. Fallen devils are the family of Adam and Eve. When they choose to follow Cain, you fall. Fallen devil. Devolution. So, what I'm telling you is Vincent, Nikki, and Damon is going to prove that Beverly outstudied. When Beverly got access to my aunt Henrietta, who was digging in the biblical crates, and she was in the mayor's office fighting for resources and fighting to set the captives free, let them know our family ain't never been enslaved, yo. We only here in the office to let the let me say this to the political people. You was never supposed to unify with political entities. Daniel did not unify with the political Babylonian state. As a matter of fact, because Daniel took his stand for God, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, returned back to the everlasting covenant. The only thing you're supposed to do when the people from other lands come to our promised land, you were supposed to stand for God like Daniel did, and then the other people would come out of Babylon like Nebuchadnezzar did. Any of y'all that think you're going to still push your paganism, where the king Nebuchadnezzar, who threw the 3 Hebrew boys in the fiery furnace, after they stood and then Daniel stood, he said, the God of Daniel is the only true God. You ain't never supposed to enter into political arrangements, political nothing. You ain't never. The only thing you're supposed to do is give those who have been deceived by these fake kingdoms of earth an opportunity to come out of Babylon and come into the ark. If you a governor, if you a mayor, I'm in Hamilton Township. Son, you too young. Listen, mayor of Hamilton Township. You know my nephew Sean Hackett, who died earlier. You know my cousin Dollar Bill very well. But what you don't know is Dollar Bill's grandfather. What you don't know is Dollar Bill's father. What you don't know is the kings that raised Dollar Bill and raised Sean Hackett to be the man that he is. What you can't do is bring fallen Roman fathers, fallen Greek fathers into the promised land of the kings who stand on the everlasting covenant. What you can do, my brother, is come on home out of Babylon. And in the United States of America, we got a history. We got a history. President Abraham Lincoln tried to come home. That's why they assassinated him. There was a woman who wrote a book, Uncle Tom's Cabin. She followed a man by the name of John Henson, one of my ancestors, standing on the covenant. He is the true highest ground railroad. Harriet Tubman don't even exist. John Henson ran back and forth to Canada, back and forth, freeing hundreds and thousands. They went and when I say they, I'm talking about the black politicians during Reconstruction. They rewrote her book. Remember, women could not own anything. Women couldn't publish nothing. They took and they revised her book, and they made the hero of her book a lazy coon sellout, Uncle Tom. That's why you don't know nothing about it. But when the internet came out, we got the true story, homie. Every last one of your founding fathers wanted to take these lands from our ancestors that was already here, giving them an opportunity like Noah to come into the ark. Our ancestors, after 1798, after going on the offensive and destroying the Roman Catholic Church in Italy and banishing that Pope to exile in France. Then in 1798, the deadly wound to the beast system. Daniel chapter 12 talks about it. Revelation chapter 12 talks about